Hi, this is Clint from Tech Bargains. Today we're going to look at Audobon Birds, a field guide to North American birds. You can find this in the App Store for $14.99. It's made for the iPhone, the iPad, and the iPod Touch. One of the things I liked about this app is it's springtime and birds are chirping. They're mating, they're making nests. There's birds out there that I see that I don't know the names of, and so this is where this app really comes in handy. Let's go ahead and click on it here. First thing you're going to see is a list of different search tools you can use. If you know the name, you can actually type in the common name at the very top here. And then if you want to try searching by shape, which is a little bit harder to do, you can do so just by clicking here. And then you actually look through and you find the different shapes. And it gives you descriptions of the shapes. You can try by family. Let's say we're going to look at a red-winged blackbird later. So we know that in the name it's a blackbird, so we click on the blackbirds here. Several different families to choose from, as there are several different birds out there. There are 914 species that have been found in North America, and in this app they have 700 plus. So they haven't found, or they haven't added all birds in there, but they are pretty close. You can also click search by name. This is kind of cool. Let's say you just want to browse through the pictures and just kind of look through. You can scroll through it. You can also click on the different contents over here on the right. But it's just a way to just look through and take a look at the pretty birds. But it's just an easy way to browse through all birds at one time. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, the meaty part of this is the advanced search. Like I said, we're going to look through and find the red-winged blackbird. Actually, I've already done this. Let me back up here. Okay, this gives you several different options, or I should say search options. First, if you know the name, obviously you would type it in at the top. If you don't know the name, you're going to look at it by state. It's probably going to be the easiest way for it to narrow down the search. Next, it'll actually go through each of those options that we saw at the very beginning. It's going to go through the shape. So let's say we know the shape. It's kind of it's a perching bird. You're going to find it on branches. You're going to find it on cattails. So it perches. So we'll click on that. Next, we're going to click on or look through colors. We know that's a red-winged blackbird. Obviously, red and black are going to be the colors. Try to make this an easy bird. And next we're going to look at habitats. The red-winged blackbird is found usually near fresh water. So it's going to be usually around wetlands, which are there. Freshwater wetlands. Okay, there are some other options to choose from. I decided to make it a broader search. That way you can see more birds that fit the bill, so to say. But you can choose locomotion, so the type of flight, which we can see here real quick. Whether it's a direct flight, a soaring, whether it flaps and then glides, several different options. Let's go ahead and go back. Then you can choose by size. Let's say you know the song. You can click on that and it has several different options in there. So let's go ahead and click on search. Let's see if it finds our bird. Okay, as I said, it was a broad search, so it's going to find a lot of birds in here. So let's see if we can scroll through and find the red-winged blackbird. There it is. It shows you the common name and the scientific name. We can click on it, and it will give us a whole lot more information now. First you'll see a picture, and there's actually, in this one, there's 5 pictures to choose from. Typically it's anywhere from 2 to 5. The next thing you can do is actually zoom in on the picture. Let's say you want to get a closer look. You want to look at the, say you want to look at the beak, or you want to look at the tail, or the legs to help to identify it. This is going to make it a little easier for you. And as I said, there's several pictures in this one. It'll give you male and female. In some of the pictures, they'll actually show you the nests that can help you identify the bird. So next, let's look at the range here. For the red-winged blackbird, it's really found all over the United States. It's a very common bird. It's one of the reasons I chose it, because most of the people that are going to be watching this review have probably seen a red-winged blackbird before. Next, let's click on the voice. It typically gives you many files to look through. You can search for a state that's close to you. I live in Kansas, so Nebraska is going to be the closest. Let's go ahead and listen to it. It's very clear and very crisp. It matches with the bird very well. And let's click on description here. This is going to give you the meat and potatoes of what you're probably going to want. It's going to give you the family, which we knew was blackbirds because of the name. It gives you a description which tells you, let's say, about its size, coloration. It might give you some information about the female versus the male. And then it'll give you information about the voice, the habitat where you're going to find this bird, the range. Like I said, for this bird, it's all over the United States, and actually into other countries as well. Here in the description, it's going to give you information about breeding. It's going to give you information about whether it's a commonly found bird, whether it's considered a nuisance, or what it feeds on, things like that. It also gives you nesting information, which can help you identify the bird later. Alright, let's click on similar. This is going to give you birds that are going to look kind of like the red-winged blackbird. Let's say you're not sure that that's really your bird, at least it'll give you some similar options to choose from. Life list is pretty cool. It allows you to keep a tally of the birds that you find. And the easiest way to do this is just by clicking the add to list here, and you type in the name of the bird, and you click on done, and it will actually go out and find the bird for you. And let's go ahead and click back. And that way you've got it in your list now. And as you keep finding birds, you can actually save this out to the internet and allow other people to see it. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. Click on Sightings. It gives you two options. You can either use the phone's GPS, or you can actually choose it manually. If you choose it manually, it's going to take you a really long time. I'll go ahead and click on it and show you. You're going to have to scroll through and actually go through and try and pick where you want to drop your little arrow as to where you think you found it. It's 10 times easier just to click on the use phone option. That's definitely what I recommend. So let's go back, and your last option here is dashboard, which takes you back to basically the main menu. If you want to explore some other birds, then you just click on explore, and this will take you back to your search options. And we click on more over here. I want to show you some of the other options we have in here. Recent is going to show you the birds that you looked at recently. Sounds allows you to turn it off or on. Help, so obviously help in finding information about the app. Let's say you don't understand how to do the magnifier, it'll show you how to do that. And then you've got more applications. Audobon actually has several different iPhone, iPad apps. Some of the apps include mammals, trees, butterflies, reptiles, and amphibians, wildflowers, insects, fishes. It even does it by wetlands ocean, lake. There's just several options to choose from. So if there's another type of field guide that you're interested in, they probably have it out there. You just need to search in the App Store. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back here. Let's say you found a bird that you want to take a picture of. It's really quick and easy. You can just click the photo, and then obviously it allows you to take that picture. And it allows you to save it into your lists. Let's go ahead and cancel. And then you've got My Content. And you, like I was saying, allows you to save it into your list. There's albums. Shows you the pictures that you've saved. This shows you the life lists. And it shows you the sightings, if you have any that are saved in there. Pretty intuitive, self-intuitive. They try to make it as easy as possible, and I think they did a really good job. There's only a couple things that I could see they could be improved upon. Number one is the price. It's $14.99 in the App Store. A lot of people that are just getting into birding aren't going to want to pay $14.99 for this. They're going to go for a cheaper app. The upside is that it has over 700 birds to identify. So it's not quite all there. You've still got 200 and some birds that are not found in this Audobon guide, but it has a majority, and it has more than any of the other apps that you're going to find out there. So I mean, it's a pretty big plus for this app. Like I said, pretty much the only downside is going to be the price, the $14.99. You get what you pay for, though. So all in all, I really like this app. Like I said, I don't find a whole lot of faults with it. I'm choosing to give this a 4 out of 5, mainly just because of the price. So if you like this review and you want to take a look at some more reviews by Tech Bargains, go to www.youtube.com/user/techbargains. Thank you.